Hey guys, it's Angie Chu, and let's talk Cyberpunk 2077. So as I'm filming this today, it's Monday, December 14th, 2020. Of course, this game came out 4 days ago. I'm currently 20 hours in. I haven't gotten to play today. I'll be playing as soon as I'm done with this video, so you can probably hear it a little bit in the background. But I just want to talk about my thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077 because a lot of people are wondering, should they buy it or should they not? So there are four main things that I've seen people say against Cyberpunk. There's glitches, the gameplay in general, the graphics, and transphobia. So let's talk about all of these. So starting with number one, the glitches. So I'm not going to say there aren't glitches. There are glitches, but I haven't found any that are like game breaking. I haven't found any that are deal breakers. And this isn't just for me. My husband's been playing it too. I've got it on Xbox One, he's got it on PS4. Most of our friends have it on either one of those two consoles or PC, and we've all noticed the same thing. There are glitches, but nothing game breaking. So in terms of the worst that I've seen, there has been one time where the game froze and I just had to like turn it off and back on. There was another mission where I'm getting out of a car and it crashed the game. And then the only other thing is there's a series of side quests for a character named Delamain, and those don't work for me. Like, I can't get them to function properly. But they're side quests. I was just trying to get up some higher street cred for the main storyline, so I'm able to wait on those until they're patched and then go back to them later. And maybe this is because I love Fallout New Vegas, which I'm sure you guys realize, especially on PC, is like the buggiest game in the world. Like, part of playing it is restarting it every hour or reloading a save every hour, if not more than that. Sometimes going way back on your gameplay because something is permanently broken. So for me, Cyberpunk is a walk in the park. I love it. It does have a few glitches. They're getting patched out. There's already been a patch that helps some of that. But overall, nothing that's going to really hinder your gameplay. And again, those small things are what I've experienced in 20 hours of gameplay. So speaking of the gameplay, number two is gameplay. I've seen several people, both on my personal Facebook and just people tweeting or on Reddit, say it reminds them of a Saints Row game. And I just have to say, bitches, what you got against Saints Row? Like, are we about to have a problem right here? Because that's one of my favorite games. So there are similarities between the Saints Row series and Cyberpunk 2077 in that you have customer characterization. It's open world. You can choose to travel between just, you know, running with stamina or motorcycles or cars. But that's really where it ends. It's a completely different series. You know, if you like Saints Row, you might like Cyberpunk. If you don't like Saints Row, you might still like Cyberpunk. You know, you might love Saints Row and hate Cyberpunk. They're completely different. I don't know why people are making that comparison except because of the open world. So third are the graphics. Now, I can't speak for the new gens PS5 and Xbox Series X because I don't know anyone playing it on those systems. I have very few friends who have those systems so far, but for everyone playing it that I know personally on Xbox One, PS4, and PC, it looks fine. It looks great. I get if you're wanting some like 8K or whatever experience, it's not giving that because it does have that kind of gritty camera filter going on. But you know, real talk, in the year 2020 where so much has been taken from us, don't take one of the only good things we've gotten and be an elitist asshole over it. Like, the game looks fine. It's not like glitchy PS2 graphics with the block faces or everything. You know, I've seen people say it reminds them of a Sims component. I get that. That's not a bad thing. I love Sims. But the gameplay to me looks good, and from everyone else I know, which is like 30 plus people personally have been playing this thing nonstop, the graphics are fine. And I'm sure if there's an issue on the higher consoles, it'll be fixed, but most people I'm seeing complaining about graphics do not have new gen consoles. They've got PC or Xbox One or PS4, and come on guys, just deal with it. And the last thing I've seen point for is some people say this game is transphobic. I don't think it is, but I do know that me being cis, anything I say to this will be invalidated. So I'm going to give you the opinion of several trans friends I have who are playing this game. They adore this game because you are able to pick, you know, your whether you're referred to as he or she. You're able to pick your genitals separate from what you picked, male or female. So I have a lot of trans friends, whether they have or have not had SRS, be able to make a character that looks just like them, and they love it. The only thing I could say is there's no they them pronouns. I've never seen that in a game so far, so I don't think that makes Cyberpunk transphobic. Maybe it's something we'll start seeing in the future, but again, trans friends I have, including friends who go by they them pronouns, are loving this game. So don't take it from me, take it from actual trans people. This game is not transphobic. So SJWs, stand down. Now for my personal cons of this game. So the first is that there is no third person unless you're driving a vehicle. When you are going around, it's only first person view. The developers have said they've done this on purpose. They want it to be very immersive. They do not plan on putting third person at this time. And I love third person. There have been quite a few scenes in this game that have actually made me a little dizzy with how the graphics are, because I'm not used to that first person hush puppies. So I would love to see a third person patch come out later. I know there's been developers before who have said no third person. They end up putting it out because of enough feedback from, you know, players. So hopefully we'll see third person. The second is there's no customer characterization after you start the game. So after you make your character, you can change your clothes and that's it. You can't change your hairstyle or your hair color or your piercings or anything like that. And for me, like, I don't like that. I want to be able to snazz up my character, especially based on what she's wearing. So, you know, again, that's something that probably will be patched in later. I really hope it is. Right now, I'm wanting to edit my character a little, and I can't. And I had no way of knowing that when I started the game, because almost every game you can make adjustments here and there. And the third thing is there's no recommended level to the quest. So it gives you a difficulty warning, where it'll rank it from very low to very high on how dangerous it is, but doesn't give you a recommended level. And this is something we see in like Fallout and Saints Row, and I hope it comes to Cyberpunk as well, because what I've had happen is missions that say they are moderately difficult kick my ass and I have to rage quit, and I can't do those yet. I have to do more leveling up to even do those side quests. And then there's other ones that say the danger is very high, and it's like, boo, boo, you're done. Like, they were too easy. So I would love to see a recommended level come in at some point to help you know what you can play and what you can't play. But bottom line, I'm having a blast with this game. I think if everyone realizes this is not going to be like the best game of all time and just take it as a fun game, they will have fun with it too. I know the developers have put out a statement saying they know some people are disappointed with the graphics and the glitches, and they're working hard to fix it, and they're super, super sorry. They're being lenient on refunds, which you normally don't see out of developers. So, you know, they're here to help us out, which means a lot to me. It's like the way the Sonic movie producers were. They saw people weren't happy and they fixed it and made a film of the year. And maybe we'll see that with Cyberpunk too. I'm not going to call it Game of the Year at this point, but I'm going to call it Game of the Month. I'm going to play it for a long time. I'm going to have a lot of fun. I recommend you guys play it too. So if you're wondering whether or not to get Cyberpunk 2077 and whether some of the criticisms you've heard will hurt it, get that game. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I know those are the things everyone says, but seriously, it helps us out. If you liked the video, hit like, Leave a comment on whether you're gonna get Cyberpunk or what you think about Cyberpunk so far if you already have it. And be sure to hit subscribe. I've got new videos coming through every week on a plethora of topics. Some will be featuring these bad puppies over here. Let's take a look at them. Loud asses. But yeah, definitely subscribe. I've got more fun videos coming this week. And I will see you guys. Oh, it's weird holding my phone. I will see you guys next time. Bye.